they really liked some of the offense I did, and they wanted to see me versus Kenny, size difference. So I got paired up with Kenny, who I'd met at ROH that Saturday I did that show.
Oh, there you
I'd met
go.
him. Yeah, I'd met him then. And so we were chatting like, oh, good to see you again, whatever. I think I had seen him in Vegas a couple times too. Um, so it was awesome. He's like, "Oh, sweet, I got Yuma." Like, great. Like he was glad because he was already long-time wrestler at that point. He was in TNA like 8 years before that
Yeah.
on the Impact days on Fox Sports. So it's like, he was like, "Oh, thank God they gave me somebody good," and I was like, that made me feel really good. The agent for our match was Simon Diamond, Pat Kenny, who I now work with extremely closely at NWA, which was really cool. I think that might have been part of how, one of the things I got that got me to NWA was Pat, maybe remembering I did that little bit of business there with him. Our match with Kenny was right on time. I had a really bad botch in the match that Taz buried on
What
commentary, and
happened? I don't
uh,
remember it.
I just went for one of my signature moves that's kind of unique, and we just kind of got stuck to the mat, and nothing happened. We crumbled, and it just looked like shit. And Taz went, "Well, that sucked." And I was like,
Jeez.
when I got back to the back, my phone was blown up. Everyone was just like, Taz buried you, bro. You're done. You're done. And I was like, oh, great. But the match was awesome. My referee was Earl frickin' Hebner, which
That's
was a
cool.
dream. And then I'm on the cell, he's walking me to the back and he was like, you should be proud, kid. I don't know if you've ever done TV before, but you were right on time, right on the money. Great face, great selling. Keep selling, kid. You did great. And I was just like, holy shit, wow, cool. Like that was super cool.
Yeah, in our
And
last interview,
Christopher
you talked
Daniels.
about the Triple H and Chris Jericho segment from Raw,
Oh
and
yeah.
Earl
Oh
Hebner
yeah.
played such a big part in that, and that was like one of your biggest like fan moments. So for you to do that with him so many years later, that's awesome.
Bro, him counting my shoulders to the mat was just so cool from being a mark, like I was like, that's amazing. And I got really good feedback from Chris Daniels. He made sure when he was watching kind of on the side during the darks, he pulled me aside about that, and he was like, "Hey, make sure." He's like, "This was really great. Do this, skip these, do that." He was like, "Make sure you do these tonight. Make sure, make sure." So I made sure to get a couple things in that night that worked great. Kenny was awesome. And it was just, I don't know, man, it was pretty cool. I remember I got back to my hotel room and I just ate an entire large pizza by myself, just pleased as punch and proud of myself because I don't know, it's just when so many people tell you you're not going to do something, you're like, no, yes, I am. And then things get in the way of it. You're like, maybe they were right. And then you do something like that. It just feels awesome. It's like a high that you get in no other way. There's very few better feelings than that kind of milestone success. It felt good. And